Goresh. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Oh, baby!
That's right.
Woo! This is Devils After Dark. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal.
Too sweet!
Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios in beautiful New Jersey at the Bunker and Scotty's Palatial Estates in Beverly Hills, California. As we're streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Devils victorious again for the 11th time in a row.
I've run out of fingers. I can't do. I've run out. I don't have enough fingers, Sam Wu, to do the. We got 11.
I don't know where we're gonna put Ontario. I mean, we're just annexing this whole country called Canada. Yeah. It's just amazing.
Own Alberta. We're gonna own Quebec. We're gonna own Ontario.
Manitoba, you're next. You're next,
buddy.
Yeah,
you are next.
Yep.
Woo!
But we got to get the capital.
Game, Sam Wu.
We got to get the capital on Saturday.
Yeah.
But
on
enough
Saturday
of that.
Afternoon.
I mean, Winston is just going crazy right now.
He is very, very excited over there
in
the other room, just barking away like a madman. How we always do. You know, as soon as we start the podcast, Winston tends to like to just start barking as well. It's like it's like he knows when Dad is on air. But Sam Wu, I was singing it to you before. Don't stop us now. Don't stop us now. Because I gotta make a supersonic Sam out of you. A supersonic Sam out of you. 11 in a row, baby. I didn't know if they were going to pull this one off. They were playing such good defense. I didn't know if they were going to kick it back into an offensive mode, but I mean, come on. Who are we kidding? Unstoppable these days. Don't stop us now. Don't stop us now. Devils win 11 in a row, and OT thriller. Taking it from the misspelled Leafs. I always thought it was leaves.
It's not a real word. It's not a real word. It's not a real word.
It must be a French thing. It's got to be a French thing. You know? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Oh, no, wait. Montreal's the real French capital, right?
I guess.
Sam was like, yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Move out the poutine in Montreal because we've dominated that city. In with Taylor Ham. Yeah. We're going to make our own
No mayonnaise on my French fries, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Devils win 3-2. That's right. An 11-game winning streak. This is not an unbeaten streak, but a couple of OTLs. Oh, no, my friend. It is a winning streak. All W's on the side of the New Jersey Hockey Devils. Let's talk about it right now. Welcome again to Devils After Dark, exclusively on the Let's Go Devils Podcast Network. Hello to everybody on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. Please, if you could, like, follow, subscribe, especially on the old YouTube channel. We're getting close to some nice round numbers. Remember, it doesn't cost any money. This doesn't go to Mrs. Wu's anniversary present or anything like that. It is free. It just gives you alerts so you can know when your favorite hockey goofballs are going live to talk about your favorite team, the New Jersey Hockey Devils. Man, let's get into this game. No lineup changes again. The only thing that was different was the lines were kind of shuffled. As we saw from last game, Dawson Mercer bumped up to the second line, and Jesper Bratt bumped down to the third line to get that third line jump-started for part of the game, and then they kind of jumped around a little bit again after that. But either way, Vanacek back in goal, who got his 8th win in a row, by the way. That's 8 in a row. Quality goaltending. It's an amazing thing. And Vanacek was huge in this game. And that's not to take anything away, by the way, from Matt Murray, who stood on his head for the Leafs leaves, whatever you want to call them, during the game. Murray played excellent. Once again, how many times have we said that the Devils peppering the opposing goaltender and them having to stand on their head throughout the game? Devils had numerous quality chances that Matt Murray made some massive saves on. But let's get to it. First period action, and actually one of the big things of the first period was our man, Vitek Vanacek, making a huge glove save on one of the most dangerous players in the NHL today, Austin Matthews. Massive glove save coming out. And Dana was talking about as well. You know, we talked about it the past couple games, seeing Vanacek come out outside that crease, really challenging the forwards who were taking those shots. And I mean, he was way outside that blue paint and snapped that glove hand up there to rob Austin Matthews. However, though, Matthews got a little payback not too long after that. 15-15 of the first. The Leafs get a power play. Marner ends up moving the puck down low to the ex-Icelander, John Tavares, who's at the side of the net. Now, naturally, Vanacek is going to change his position, and go to the side. And I don't know how in the holy Hanneman Austin Matthews got alone and open in the middle because the Devils were collapsing at that point, and Nico Hischier was right on him. But somehow or another, Tavares finds Matthews center slot, and it's essentially a wide open net for him. Power play goal, his 8th of the season, again at 15-15 of the first. But what have we seen? Oh, wow, I'm doing a little flip of my string. These damn sweatshirt strings are so long on this one. But either way, what have we seen so often with this team this year? A response, and a quick response, a deadly response in the form of saying, oh, you took the lead. Oh, isn't that nice? You thought you were going to be, hang on, hold my drink, because it's been 24 seconds later, and my name is Jesper Bratt, and I am ready to score a goal to get this game tied up. That is what happened once again today. Sorry, Leaves. Erik Haula coming into the zone. And how many times have we talked about it? Right? Devils winning board battles, fighting for that puck. Haula makes the Leafs pay because he gets the puck on the boards in the offensive zone, creates a little turnover action. He's able to do a cross-ice pass to the person that most teams don't want to see wide open on the other side of the ice, and that is Jesper Bratt. And he puts home a top-shelf wrister. Devils, it's been often this year, man, where they've been shooting top shelf and they've been nailing their spots. We've seen it for so long. We've seen them miss the net, hit the crossbar. Man, this year, they are just picking the goaltenders apart on those top shelf corners. This one is no different. Jesper Bratt at 15:39 of the first with that wicked wrister, his 7th of the year, coming from Erik Haula, his 6th assist on the season, and Brendan Smith, look at that, buddy, getting on the score sheet over there. Ken Danico style with his first assist of the season. Devils tie it up 1-1, and we got to give a shout to Dougie Hamilton because at the end of the first period, he made a huge block. And then in the second period, he also made another couple of huge blocks, and we're going to get to that. But first, in the second period, that's the period we have owned. We have owned this season. It usually was the time for the Devils to fall apart. Not so fast, my friend. Not in 2022, 2023. Oh, no. Well, maybe I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Not so far in 2022. This season, the combination of Fabian Zetterlund and Nico Hischier, wow. Have those two guys been working wonders together, and the chemistry between them has been unreal. Last game, Nico ended up getting used as a decoy for Dougie Hamilton when he ripped that shot top shelf. Once again, the one that was just boom, boom, in and out of the net that the camera almost couldn't catch up to. Well, this time it was Nico. 2-on-1 action, taking a feed from Fabian Zetterlund, and he rifles the wrister up high past Matt Murray for his 9th goal of the season. Fabian Zetterlund, his 4th assist on the season. That's coming at 3:02 of the second period. Devils up 2-1. And one thing we have to say, it's hard to find some negatives when you got an 11-game winning streak. However, Devils been taking a lot of penalties. Okay? The PK was very strong today. And I got to say, you tell me, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch, I think this might be the best all-around defensive effort from the team. In other games, the Devils have been scoring a lot of goals. This game was very close. It was 2-1 for them. It was tied up, and then it was 2-1 for the majority of the game. The Devils really did play a solid, tight defensive game, and you saw that especially with Dougie Hamilton. He made the block at the end of the first. There was a 2-on-1 after the Nico goal, and he went down, played it perfectly. He ended up blocking the shot off his hand, and I got a little worried there for a quick second, because he got up and you saw this, and you're like, oh no. Please don't tell me you broke your hand like blocking a shot or something like that. But he's okay. Maybe a little bruise. Maybe we'll hear a little update about it. It didn't seem to bother him for the rest of the game. But Dougie Hamilton, quality block shots there, going down on that 2-on-1. We had some 4-on-4 action. Devils got a power play near the end of the period. Jack Hughes took a cross check. And then Bastian, I think it was it Bastian? I think it was Big Bast. Beefalytics #1, Nathan Bastian. What's up? Oh my goodness. Got to get those Beefalytics shirts for the holidays coming. He took a goalie interference, put some 4-on-4 action where the Devils, they are deadly in that 4-on-4 game. But they played very, very solid defense throughout this period, throughout the third period as well. Going into it, again, it was 2-1 for basically the entire third period. Chances galore. Our boy, who we were talking about it last time, Jesper Boquist, he had a good opportunity, couldn't put it home there in the third period. Still hoping the best for Jesper. Only 1 goal for him so far this year. Playing throughout, I think, all of this winning streak here. Nico Hischier had a nice little dipsy-do around the defense on Toronto, but he couldn't put the puck home over there. Bastian and Miles Wood also had a nice little play. Bastian feeding Wood. Miles Wood, cross-ice pass. Miles Wood going for the redirect shot, but just goes wide. Okay, and I got to say, Sharangovich and Nathan Bastian had a strong penalty kill throughout this game. They did really good, especially Sharangovich. He really stood out on the PK. However, our boy Mikey McLeod, we got to talk to Beer Baron. I don't know if he called him up and he forgave him or something like that. I told Beer Baron he's got to stay mad at his man crush, Mikey McLeod, for the rest of the season. Apparently, he did not do that because McLeod took a very late in the game delay of game penalty. Not what you want to see. He was trying to chip it off the glass. Went full over. No tips, no nothing. And, delay of game right there. The defense comes in. Vanacek made an excellent and a very smart, look at you, with the brain there and the head on the shoulders there. Vitek Vanacek made a nice poke check on one opportunity for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But unfortunately, a little bit later, at when was Nylander's goal? At 17:51 of the third, Nylander's coming in there, gets the feed from Austin Matthews, and takes a shot from far. I think he was outside. It was definitely, I think he was above the face-off dot. It was a far shot, but it just goes off a Siegenthaler's stick and kind of changes direction to full Vitek Vanacek. I'm sure if he went back in the game, he was saying like, "Oh, give me one more shot at that one," and I'd have it stopped. But tricky, and that fast of a game, that sort of scenario, that deflection made all the difference in the world. That little change of the direction of the puck puts it in the net for Nylander's 8th right there, like we said, at 17:51, and you're like, oh boy. The Leafs tied it up. It's 2-2. Devils been playing solid defense, but that Toronto power play, man, is vicious. It's vicious. How much can they withstand? But then you should know, that our boys like to play in overtime. Those sort of situations favor us, okay? And I could tell Jack Hughes was going to be a man on the mission, because I don't know if you caught this or not, but at the end of the third period, did you see Jack Hughes step to Tavares and put his shoulder into Tavares' chest? Now, Jack Hughes got knocked down from doing that, but still, Jackie boy was the one that was initiating the contact over there. I think he was pissed from that cross-check in the second period, and I like it. I like seeing that fury from our boy, Jack Hughes, and he made the Maple Leafs pay in OT. Didn't take very long, 57 seconds into it. Jack Hughes and Igor Sharangovich are out there on the ice. Jack brings the puck into the zone, tries to get a pass to Igor, and they kind of get jumbled up. And you know OT is all about puck possession. They kind of get jumbled up, and the Leafs steal the puck. But whoop, Jack Hughes does a little hang on. Let me do it. Let me skate right back here. Let me take that puck back from you. Sorry, Toronto, but no, thank you. I'm going to steal that back from my team. And Jack Hughes comes in like a man on the mission and lets a shot go that Murray got. I thought he was going to bury it. I thought he was going to bury it right there. But Matt Murray, like we said, he stood on his head for this game, and he ended up getting the third star of the night for everything that he was playing. But Jack Hughes takes that shot. The rebound pops up, and Jack Hughes is going hard to the net. And obviously the Maple Leafs kind of crash upon him, and the puck just kind of goes right to Igor Sharangovich, who slams it home. Sharangovich for his fourth of the year. Jack Hughes' 12th assist on the season. The OT winner at 57 seconds. 3-2, New Jersey Hockey Devils. What a game, my friend. 3 stars. Sharangovich, Vitek Vanacek. And then, like we said, Matt Murray. Shots on goal. No reigning puck slayer tribute tonight. 12, 8, 11, 2 for a total of 33. The Leafs, 9, 6, 12, 0 in OT for a total of 27. Faceoffs dominated by the Leafs tonight, 60% to 40. Like we said, Devils taking a lot of penalties. The Leafs were 1 for 5 on the Powers were 0 for 2. The Devils, look at this, 30 hits tonight. Man, like seeing that. I think this is the first game all season they out-hit their opponent. 30-23, and this has got to be the most hits they have had on the season so far.
Hey, where's the beef?
All the beefalytics showed up tonight, Sam Wu. 17 blocks. Thank you, Dougie Hamilton. Thank you, Jonas Siegenthaler, for sacrificing your bodies out there. 14 giveaways. Don't like to see that. But 22 giveaways from the Toronto Maple Leafs. 8 takeaways for the Devils. What a victory. Holy hell. This was an exciting game. Not like we've seen recently with the Devils, putting up 4, 5, 6 goals. This is one of those nail biters. This might have really been their toughest test of the season. We talked about with Edmonton. You don't want to put a team like Edmonton on the power play 6 times. Well, they kind of rolled the dice again tonight and put the Maple Leafs, who are deadly on the power play as well, 5 times. They paid for it once, but only once. Sharangovich, Bastion. Huge, huge, huge on that PK tonight. Want to know what you think of this 11-game winning streak and 8 consecutive for Vitek Vanacek in goal. Oh, thank you, Fitzy. Oh, thank you for bringing him to town. And along with John Marino as well. John, laces out. Don't call me Dan. Isotona gloves. Sam Wu, football call, Marino. Both of those signings are looking massive right now. Let us know what you think on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. Sam Wu, the king of the football calls, who, unfortunately, we don't get one tonight. Marino was not on the scoreboard, but he did have a good game. Again, playing these minutes against the opposing team's top line. Nylander, Marner, Matthews, Tavares, and a whole host of others. They played well. Really, really good defense tonight. Sam Wu, what did you think of this awesome Devils victory?
end-to-end 60 minutes of action. The Devils never let off the gas pedal for any. I'm trying to pick apart the game, Scotty, but they had an answer for pretty much anything Toronto can throw at them. They've got elite players on that team.
Oh, yeah.
Tavares, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner, Nylander. They have great players that are veterans, experienced. Mm-hmm. And there were times that during this game, they could not keep up with the Devils. There were times where Matt Murray had to literally be in like playoff mode and save the day, because this easily could have been an 8-2 Devils victory. But you got to give credit to the Maple Leafs. They showed up tonight. But so did the New Jersey Devils. Some of the penalties.
This was kind of like a playoff. It did feel like a playoff game, tell you the truth. Sam.
The speed was there. The speed was there. There was no room to operate, but somehow they were able to skate the puck into the zone somehow. And I have to tell you, Scotty, that just it goes. Is Winston want to chime in or?
No, it's okay.
Again, we are a pet-friendly podcast, including including black cats, because now this victory dispelled that theory. But anyway, so you know what, Scotty? It's almost surreal right now. Mm-hmm. It's like you have to pinch yourself because like even when Toronto tied it up, you just felt confident, all right, if we could just calm down, we got this, right? And two things, that's what Nico Hischier did, because Hischier's done this all season, and I'm going to say pretty much a lot of the Devils have done this all season compared to last year. They're driving to the net at will. They're taking the puck to the net. Jack Hughes paid the price with that game-winning goal. Absolutely paid the price. Nico Hischier paying the price. Nico Hischier, I told you this before the podcast, two things that Nico Hischier did to help this team. With about 9 seconds left in the third period, he had a choice. Do I pass the puck to my defenseman who is in the middle of the ice to try to get a quick play off, or do I just chip the puck and backhand it into the zone along the boards, the safer play? He took the safer play. That's a smart move. In overtime, notice that Toronto did not have a possession at all, pretty much. Nico Hischier won that faceoff. And that's when the Devils methodically beat them up a little bit. And but Jack Hughes, again, is a thief. And once he got that puck and he had some space to operate, especially on 3-on-3, again, he went hard to the net. They are swarming right down their throats to the net. And good things happen. Sharangovich puts it in. They're finishing. And I thought Tomas Tatar had some pretty decent moments.
Oh, he had a nice opportunity there in the third. I thought he was going to bury a go-ahead goal, because I think it was right before the Maple Leafs scored to tie it up. He had a wicked opportunity that Murray, I don't think, did he miss the net on that one, or did Murray make the save? I can't remember. But he had a nice opportunity there in the third as well. Yeah.
And Scotty, you mentioned about the penalties. There were a couple penalties I didn't like the McLeod delay a game penalty. I mean, it's one of those things, but it's still no excuse, right? But this is what happens when you have a decent penalty kill. you can take those risks now. You can absolutely take those risks and be aggressive defensively 5-on-5. So it's not like, okay, yeah, you don't want to get too many penalties, but I'm okay with it if it's within, if it keeps the Devils hungry and aggressive and trying to poke that puck away for a fast transition. So I'm okay with it to an extent, but I don't want to see them ever let off the gas pedal with their aggressiveness like they did tonight. They answered the bell, and that was they didn't. And do I wish that Toronto? I mean, they laid a lot of hits on Jack Hughes, and
they did. Jack was getting pissed.
Yeah,
like I said, he tried to put that shoulder into Tavares' chest. He got flung the opposite direction, but I like seeing that from Jack.
Yeah.
I like seeing that anger.
I actually like a pissed off Jack Hughes, just like how he savagely answered that reporter back about consistency. Well, we're on a 9-game heater right now. I guess we're okay, But I mean, this team is good. They're scary good right now. It's everything we projected, hopefully, back a couple of years ago. A lot of people
we thought was going to happen 2-3 years ago.
It seems like Lindy Ruff has his staff. Lindy Ruff is pushing the right buttons for the most part. Some of it we agree, some of it we don't. But the bottom line is the team believes in Lindy. Lindy believes in the team. Everything is so nice right now with 11-game winning streak, which is probably the longest in professional sports right now. And they go to Ottawa on Saturday for a matinee game in the nation's capital. And right now, I'm telling you, since that Capitals game, they got pissed off at themselves for that tiny letdown. After going 0-2 and then going 3 straight and then tiny letdown. Sometimes you need a couple failures before you realize, okay, this is how we do it. And I think they learned their lesson for the most part. As long as the Devils don't get complacent, and as long as the Devils keep doing their best, you're not going to win every game. But if you keep on doing what you're supposed to be doing and do your job right, roll 4 lines and the 6D guys and good goaltending, 9 out of 10 times you're going to win these games. And this is what's happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah. This has been incredible. I mean, I don't think anyone would have ever, imagined an 11. We didn't imagine a 10-game. I don't even think anyone thought it'd be a 6-game winning streak, But they're doing it.
I was just hoping for like 2 games in a row.
Yeah, no, they have been absolutely incredible, and you see that fire with this team, and they're just shooting on all cylinders right now. They're just, they go down, no problem. We're going to score right back. Like, they have that confidence in themselves that they can beat any team in the league.
Yeah.
And if they can really get that third line rolling, holy hell, look out. You got 3 lines of just pure scoring, and then, you got the BFMW there on the 4th line. That is going to be nasty. Nasty. Let's check out what everyone's saying over here on the socials. YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. Oh, don't worry. Andrew Burnett's not going anywhere just yet, okay? Don't worry about that, Anthony. Thank you, Brendan. Fitz isn't going to let him go anywhere. Let's see. Teams need to challenge Jack. He'll get better from it. Thank you, Andy. Yeah, I think so as well. Dave, it does. When you watch some other games, it does look like slow motion. I swear, these games just fly by. They really do.
Yeah.
The last couple seasons, you're like, oh, it's only the second period. What is going on? These games, I'm like, there's 10 minutes to go in the third. I'm like, what the hell happened to the first and the second? These games, they fly by. I'm sorry, Max. No Samu Yegor Sharangovich call. Those are saved for John Isotoner Gloves Marino over here. Geeky Gamer, welcome to the family over here. I don't think I've ever seen your call sign before. Okay, good. Pedal to the metal is right. Josh, don't be worried about losing to Burnett just yet. Don't worry. We're going to be okay with that. Captain Smoke, having Heischer and Hughes in overtime is huge. It really is. You got a face-off winner. You got someone who can play defense. And you got someone who can score goals as well. What's Nico up to? 9 now? That's a lethal combination right there.
He's up there.
Supernova. Devils are not playing scared. No, they're not. Because all these young kids are turning into men. That's what's going on. And it's happening right before our eyes. A heater beater. We have legit superstars finally. We'll have to play some Twisted Sister. Okay. We'll do some Twisted Sister on here at some point. Ramona Holla played very well. That play on the boards, getting the puck and feeding Jesper Bratt. Huge. Huge. Uh-oh. Dave is talking about being on a cup run already. Oh, boy. Dougie sacrificed the chestnuts and took it in the frozen peas. Nico Heischer looking like Pavel Datsuk. I like that one. That was a good one. Okay. 6-point lead in the division. I love it. Ottawa, here we come. That's right. We're going to annex all of Canada. Yeah. Basically. You know?
I can't wait to go to Manitoba. Fast.
Oh, my goodness. Hughes got beat up tonight, Scotty. Yeah, I know he got beat up, but he got pissed. He got pissed.
He got up, right? It's just like Rocky when he gets, knocked down. He got up.
It's like South Park. I didn't hear no bell, Bat Dad. Nico, oh my goodness, his beef stock is way up. Nico Heischer, he is out of the negatives in his beef stock. Okay, his beefalytics are going right up. Keith Martin, Mike Rosenwig. Toronto gave us a run for the money in the faceoff department. That they did. That they did.
Just so we have to. Crazy.
This is absolutely nuts. They got some really good guys there too.
I'm telling you.
I don't think you could. Yeah, I don't think you could take Vanacek out. Still ready for Holtz to be put in the lineup again. I'm with you, Wyatt. Boquist, he's playing good. He's an NHL caliber player, but man, I wish he buried that chance tonight in the third. He had a really good opportunity that he couldn't put it home on. That third line just needs to get going, and we are going to be world beaters over there. CD Castro, it was a tough game. They spent way too much time in our zone. Well, I think we've been spoiled for the past, I don't know how long now, with the Devils just dominating. That's why I think this was such a good, this might have been the Devils' best test all season long.
Agreed.
Being able to withstand the Maple Leafs' constant pressure, and a big part of it, too, was the fact that the Devils took 5 penalties. That's half a period that they're playing on the PK. And I know one of them was crossover there a little bit with the 4-on-4 action. But still, this was the best test for them. And man, did they stand up defensively. We've seen the Devils play on that offensive game, all season long so far. We've seen them scoring goals. We've seen them putting teams away. This was like a playoff game tonight.
It had that feel. Toronto fans, Canadian fans really want to see the Devils. They know their hockey. They know the talent level that's on the New Jersey Devils. And reminded me of the Oilers game.
Mm-hmm.
Reminded me a little bit of even Calgary, for that matter. Devils just don't get down on themselves like they used to. They are mentally tough. And, I think a lot of it comes with Sergei Brylin being on the staff right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because, Brylin, when he played, he didn't make any headlines, but you knew he was a good player. You knew he did all the dirty work for the team to make the team better. And I think they're playing as a group right now. They're playing for each other. They're playing as a team. And, and what Brendan says, wait till Palat comes back. That's the scary part. Palat's going to be our biggest, is going to be the biggest free agent acquisition when he comes back, when you go for that playoff push to make the playoffs. When Palat comes back. But right now, the chemistry is good. You can't buy chemistry, and this team is just rolling. And when you listen to those interviews that they do, they seemed so focused that they're just not feeding you a bunch of lines. I think they really are focused. And I talked about the lack of focus the last few years. They're focused now, people. And it's showing with wins right now. And they're not screwing around. Which is, I had my doubts about the 22-23 season. Just imagine where we were about a month ago, around this time against Anaheim, and you're down 2-0, and you're going into the second period, and you're just thinking, here we go again. But who would ever thought, with the Fire Lindy chance
and Palat coming through.
Yep. That this team would be tops of the Metropolitan Division and hanging right behind the big bad Boston Bruins in the Atlantic Division for the Eastern Conference. I don't think any of us could have predicted that.
Yeah. And it looks like, thank you, everyone. We have passed 1K on the old subscriptions there for YouTube. So thank you so much, everybody. A big devilish horns up to you. Oh, look at that. 11. What do you know? How did that funny happen? What do you know? What do you know over there? Thank you. No, we really do appreciate it. The more stuff we get here, the more free tickets.
1,002.
Yeah, the more free tickets, the more cool things that we can get and we can give away to you. So we thank you for your support through this season so far and through all the years we've been doing. It's 5 years now we've been doing these podcasts. So thank you for everything. And man, what a game. I can't wait to get back at it. Saturday afternoon, Sam Wu, up there in Ottawa. We're going to be taking over. Wait a minute, that's Quebec again, right? Ottawa's in Quebec.
It's in Quebec, yeah.
All right, so we got one win in Quebec already over Montreal. We already annexed Alberta. So if we can get Ottawa, we'll annex Quebec. And then Ontario's already taken. And then all we got is Manitoba left over there.
Yeah.
It's North New Jersey.
Yeah. Also, since we've taken over Quebec, for all you Canadians that would understand this, I've suspended all of the snow tire rules in Quebec. you could put all season tires on in the winter.
Yeah. Yeah. The Blitzer helicopter rides are in the budget now. Maybe, Wyatt, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Well, the Devils are going to be going for 12 in a row come this Saturday afternoon. I hope everyone comes back to join us and see. Oh, man, I was about to wrap up. I almost forgot. We got to do you versus Woo right now. Brought to you by BetStamp.
No. Before we do, we got managing partner of Harris Blitzer Sports Entertainment in the green room. He has something to say. Be patient. We will have a helicopter ride ceremony a little bit later, but enjoy the ride, Devils fans.
There you go. There you go.
Excuse me.
Let's get to you versus Woo. Brought to you by betstamp.app, where we're doing score predictions every game, all season long, so you can follow along and play if you'd like. And bet responsibly, gamble responsibly, of course, as well. And Samu just ran away from me here, and he's supposed to give his score prediction. So, Sam, if you would be so kind as to come back for the
I
you versus
was
Woo
looking
segment.
for it.
Mm-hmm. What did our boy Vinny Parisi have for the score today?
He had somewhere in here.
The Dirty Dozen.
I have a bad memory. 4-3 final.
4-3 final. Okay, close for Vinny. How about Sam Woo?
I think I said 7. I don't know. I don't remember. What YouTube Live? What did I say? It was like 7.
We're gonna chalk that up to a loss then. When Sam can't remember the score prediction that he made,
7-3.
just a few hours.
Brendan says 7-3.
All right, that's close. That's close. But unfortunately, Sam's record is now 1-11-5 on the season. But that one was glorious.
That was clutch in front of a live audience too, and I didn't even remember.
So glorious, yeah. But yeah, we're gonna be back on Saturday afternoon to do this all over again for you. Game Day Live with Vinny Parisi and Sam Woo, and then of course Devils After Dark here. With yours truly, Scotty and Sam Woo, to follow up the game. Hopefully talking about that Dirty Dozen, like Supernova is saying. And we'll see if the Devils can keep this winning streak going. Man, what a stretch this has been, and it is so much fun. Like we said, these games are flying by. Flying by. So unreal from our boys once again. Don't forget to keep the eyes open for a Woo report sometime tomorrow on Friday, exclusively here on the Let's Go Devils podcast network. And before I go, I was doing a little show today. If you don't know, I'm on Sirius XM Liquid Metal. Sam Woo talks about it all the time, but it is the birthday, the Big 6-0 for one of the greatest lead guitarists ever, Kirk Hammett of the mighty Metallica. So maybe we'll play some Ride the Lightning or something for the boys. Seek and Destroy for the New Jersey Hockey Devils on this 11-game winning streak. You know what that is? It's just too sweet. NWO style. Sam, I'll turn it over to you for the official goodbye.
Before I say goodbye, I just want to let you know Mike Morial, good friend of the podcast, of NHL.com, said the Devils have won 7 straight road games. They finished with only 11 road wins of all of last season.
There you go. There you go.
That's crazy. Just absolutely crazy. So, but
4 horsemen.
Yep.
Suki.
Want to thank all those tuning in, dropping the podcast at midnight for your morning commute. There sure will be a Woo report sometime tomorrow. But yeah, hold your head up high, water cooler talk at work. You just tell those Ranger fans who's boss, who's number 1 in the division. Uh-oh, the Devils have goaltending.
Look out.
Yep. 3-2 victory over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you, Scotty. So long, everybody. Till next time, let's go Devils.